is arrested and or detained by Chicago police. We also do know your rights training, where we teach people how to assert their rights under the Constitution. That's part of your number. The reason why it's important to know your rights is because less than 1% of the people who are arrested by Chicago police are not offered a lawyer. And, you know, with Chicago being the number one false confession capital of the world, it's important for people to know how to assert their rights because they are protected under the U.S. Constitution. With you, are you guys, how old are you? Like 18, 17? 15. Oh, so yeah. So yeah. That's why we do what we do, because through research, we learned that only 1% of the people don't get ordered.
All right, everybody, I'm Meals on Wheels. What I'm going to tell y'all about, this is the street law team, and we based out of Inglewood. So we go to other high schools and colleges all over, but we based out of Inglewood just because of the numbers. And I'm looking around and I can tell everybody is of color, so these are the people that we get targeted. You get what I'm saying? From the color of your skin. So what the street law team is, we know your rights. So what we doing here today, we do this all over Chicago. To other students, to adults, to even celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's out here trying to know your rights. So that's what we do, the street law corps. And these are everybody that can introduce themselves on Meals on Wheels.
I'm Tremaine. I'm True. They call me True. I'm Amanda.
I'm Mike.
I'm Hugo. And I'm JR. We are peer educators, not lawyers. And everybody, please use hypotheticals throughout the duration of this workshop. We don't want nobody using no real name. We don't want nobody dressing it. So we can use Superman, Spider-Man, Wonder Woman,
Batman, whatever.
Wonder Woman, yeah, that movie. So, introduce the movie.
Alright, so what we're going to teach today are these magic words. You can see them on these signs. So these are going to be some answers to the questions we're going to be asking. These are magic words that you're going to want to know if the police ever stop you, okay? So we're going to start. I'm going to ask you a question. How do you know if you're under arrest? Anyone could just When,
I'm not sure if you're right, but when you ask, am I allowed to go, and they don't let you go,
yeah.
Well,
you're kind of cheating because you had a workshop last week. Anyone else?
She don't count.
All right, we got it right there. You ask, am I free to go?
Am I free to go? If you under arrest.
So the reason you ask this is because you want to know if you're free to go, basically. You want to know if you're being held against your will, because if you're being held against your will, that means you have these rights that we're going to talk about, and that's when you need to start invoking them. If they say yes, then you should calmly leave, but if they say no, or don't really respond to you, that's when you go into the next magic word. Set of words.
The next magic set of words involve the information that you should tell the police.
So anybody know what
With
The maximum amount.
What all information do we get the police? Everybody. Nothing. Anybody else?
Yeah, we got some cheat sheets up here. Y'all can use the cheat sheets.
Name, that's one of it.
And what else did you tell them?
I would like to know.
Pretty much nothing else, but that's cool. I would like to talk to a lawyer, cool. But nothing else besides I want my lawyer. You hear me? So only information we should give the police is name, date of birth, address, and parent phone number if we under 17.
So after the police ask you your information, they either take you out of car, or let's just say you was walking down the street. They ask you your information, they say turn around, and they proceed to go into your pockets. What is it that you should say at that time when the police proceed to go into your pockets? or when they proceed to touch you.
No,
Okay, let's get, bro.
You got one?
Okay, let's, say it loud, hold it up, Carly.
Hold that stand up.
Hold that stand up, Carly.
Show everybody.
I do not consent to a search. So, the police will try to stop you. It's different ways that that you will come into encounter with the police. They could come to your house, knock on your door. They could stop you while you're walking on the street, or they could stop you while you're in a car. Regardless of the circumstances that's around, the reason why the police stop you, you should always say, I do not consent to a search. So if they bust in your house, whether they have a warrant or not, you should say, I do not consent to a search, because you don't know. Sometimes they don't even show the warrants. A lot of times they don't. A lot of people don't even see warrants. If they stop you on the street and they begin to search you, you should say, I do not consent to a search. Sometimes they stop you on the street and they intend to commit what we call a pat down or a Terry stop. During this Terry stop, which is just a brief stop to possibly question you about the crime, because maybe you fit the description of a suspect, who knows? But during this stop, the police is allowed to detain you for a brief minute just to see. During this time, that Terry stop, they may commit what we call a pat down. And a pat down is meant for their safety. A lot of times you don't even see pat downs, you just see them go in your pockets. Whether they pen you down, searches you, or whatever, your magic words at that time is, I do not consent to a search.
Right, and so the next set of magic words, does anybody know? So like, what if the police are continuing to question you about like where you've been, what you're doing in the area? What does anybody know what you should say? Yeah.
I will not talk.
Right, and there's a little bit more after that. Do you remember?
No, she got sent.
What do you say? What should you say, Anaya?
I will not talk. I want my lawyer.
Right. So you
You
should say, I will not talk, I want my lawyer. This is because if you say you're innocent, you don't have nothing to hide, you're like, oh, I just came from the park or whatever. Well, you don't really know what happened at the park, right? You don't really know what happened in the 15 minutes that you were walking from there. And so if you tell them that you were at that certain park, you place yourself at the scene of the crime, right? So it's just best to say, I will not talk, I want my lawyer.
And Sean, come over with me quick. So, you see, 1-800-LAW-REP-4. If you know someone that gets arrested, we send a free lawyer in the first 48 hours. So, use this number. This is why we give you the cards as well. So, if you guys don't have the FDLA cards, be sure to get them. I mean, the number is plastered everywhere. It should be by the police station, too. You guys there should be signs as well. But, one.
Right, and so basically, after you ask for a phone call at the station, which should be 1-800-LAW-REP-4, you remain silent, and you gotta state again, I will not talk, I want my lawyer. This goes for things such as like asking for water, asking how long you're gonna be there, anything like that. The last words you want to say is, I will not talk, I want my lawyer. And they're not supposed to continue questioning you after that, but we know that that can happen, and so you really just need to remain silent after you say, I will not talk, I want my lawyer.
And I know we just said a lot, and we're going to break it down and more, we don't get in sessions, but at the end of the day, you got to be ready to be able to protect whoever next to you. So with our number, you can call that number and you can send an attorney to represent anybody. So all I need is your name and your date of birth, and I can call on behalf and get a lawyer. We don't have to be friends, family, etc. All I need is your name and your date of birth, and you can actually protect somebody. You know what I'm saying? Have somebody have representation.
So y'all be ready to protect y'all people. Now at this time we gonna quiz y'all. So everything we just taught y'all that quick, we about to give y'all a skit quiz, but we gonna do a skit and quiz y'all. So I need 2 volunteers. Already got 2. So I'm gonna ask y'all questions. So who else? Okay, come on. Who else? I need one more. And then me and Amanda, come on, man.
Everybody not run at first. Run up here. Not everybody at one time. Run up here. One at a time.
Y'all two share. You're gonna be youth number 3, and you youth number, who else is the volunteer? So at first you just put that.
Hey, bro.
Wait.
Hey, little bro.
So who is the other volunteer?
You need one more?
No, one more volunteer.
You need one more? Come on, man. We don't got no actress or actor. Come on, yeah, that's all we got to say.
You use 4.
Two police are patrolling the area, and
No, you just said no.
two black males aged 16 to 21 just vandalized some property on 55 Hall.
Hey, what's up? Where y'all? What's going on with y'all? Where y'all going? Where you coming from? Come over here. Free. So, what magic words at this point in the encounter? What magic words should the youth be using? Who said, "Am I free to go"? Me. I did. Am I free to go? Yes, good job. So, am I free to go? Okay. Am I free to go?
No, you're not free to go. Turn around, sorry.
We just want to ask you a few questions.
Am I free to go?
Always make sure your first words with the police is, "Am I free to go?" Never let any other information come out of your mouth until you know if you're free to go or not. If you are free to go, just leave. If you're not free to go, then you must invoke your right to remain silent.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep searching you. I'm sure you got something out.
I'm not the
Free. What magic words do you use that? He said, "I revoke."
Oh, you're a smart guy.
I do not get So an officer may decide to pat you down. This pat down is to ensure that a detainee don't have a weapon. During this pat down, an officer should only use their fingertips alongside clothing to ensure that you don't have a weapon. A lot of the times, the officers, they just search you and they don't, they'll just search you, they don't pat you down. But whether they search you or pat you down, you should always say, "I do not consent to a search." Okay. So y'all listen on that.
That was on the street encounter.
Hey, I thought y'all give this shit money at this shit new job. You already know how this comes.
We got a whole lot of new money though. Yeah, this is cool, but I'm about to go live.
Oh, you think you bad and bougie? License and registration, please. License and registration, please.
And what's your name?
Don't pick nothing.
Just pick one.
Say freeze frame. You put a little too early.
No, license and registration,
your name is Kimberly
please.
Ann.
What's your name? Freeze. So at this point in encounter, what should they tell the officers?
Your name.
Name, address.
What?
Your name, address,
Phone number.
birthday.
Your information, your name, your date of birth, your address, your parents' phone number because you're a minor. But really, y'all, you don't have to tell the police any of this information. But you withholding that information from them, they may say then, okay, well, let me take you in and fingerprint you to figure out who you is because you fit the description of the suspect, so let me make sure that's not you. So you should just give them your name just because, you know. Okay. Alright. Okay. So, what information?
Here's my license and registration.
Oh, so you a smart guy. Get out the
Hey,
car.
sir. Hey,
You
sir,
going
do
to
the,
jail. Come on, get out the car.
I'm Johnny. Don't do it.
I've been jailed.
Okay, you get out the car too. All y'all going to jail. Let's go. Get out the car. Out. You have no right to touch me. Out the car. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
I think one day I was.
Get out there. Okay, well, I'm the police. You
Well,
want to go to jail for
We driving safely. Just lock the
Freeze! All of them going to jail. Let me tell you why. If the officer asks you to get out the car, one, you want to do what?
Stay in the car.
Get out the car. You do not want to do anything that's going to cause that officer to act violently towards you. So you want to get out the freaking car.
But I can sue him for acting violent.
Now, you can, but that comes,
You got license and insurance, you're not supposed to step out your car,
but you don't know why he pulled you over, because I could take her out her car and put the handcuffs. We're not debating with officers at the scene of nothing. You debate with them in court.
License and registration to get out the car.
License and registration, she getting out the car now. Because I'm locking all y'all up. So now, just like this, listen, I'm going to tell you why you get locked up. First, it's a skit. So follow words on the paper that I gave you. Second of all of y'all locked up. We're going to separate y'all chairs. Y'all in 4 separate rooms at the police station. Okay? You can stay right there. You can go right out. Okay, so who weed was that in the car? Your sister told me it was your weed. If it was yours, I really just need to know.
I'll be like, my sister ain't told you shit like that.
What information
I know
should
my
we
sister
get?
better than that.
I will not talk. I want my lawyer. That's what he should be saying right now. Nothing else. And after that, he should call his lawyer, and after that, remain silent. If he as much as asks for a cup of water, he needs to re-invoke. So if people like, okay, I have to wait for his lawyer, he's like, okay, officer, can I get some water? After that, if the officer come back trying to talk to him, he should repeat, I will not talk. I want my lawyer. Right now, that's the end of that skit. And right now, we're going to take a break, y'all. About 10 minutes, so get yourselves acclimated. If y'all got any questions, yeah, you can get water. It's water, juice, crackers, fruit. It should be some chips. It should be some chips underneath the table. It should be, right? It ain't no more. Well, we got pizza coming soon.
Presentment or indictment of a
all you should be on this side, please.
or the militia.
All y'all, you come on this side. If y'all don't want to be in here, y'all don't want to get paid to do it, then y'all can go on the outside. It's not a forced thing.
So it's actually missing a part, but another part of it is no person shall be forced to incriminate themselves. So which magic words would that apply to?
I will not speak.
Yeah, exactly.
I will not
talk specifically, and I want my lawyer is going to be actually
in the 6th Amendment.
Yeah, it's kind of both, but definitely in the 6th. Anyone want to read the 6th?
Don't that look like the king of brother but bigger?
Yep.
The Sixth
Who's
Amendment.
that for him? That's not him.
In all criminal
Is that
prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to be a speedy and public trial, and by impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which difference shall have been previously asserted by law, and to inform of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witness against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witness in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense.
So you should have the assistance of counsel for your defense. Adequate. I believe it says it don't say it on here. And what that means, what magic word is that? What part of the magic word is that?
I want my lawyer.
I want my lawyer. So, your Fourth Amendment, what's the magic words that pertain to your Fourth Amendment rights? I do not consent to a search. I do not consent to a search. What amendment is centered around, what amendment do we use to explain why we only give our name, age, date of birth, and parents' phone number?
The fifth.
The fifth, self-incrimination. You don't want to say nothing that could possibly incriminate you. Your right to an attorney is what amendment? 6. Turn to the next page, y'all, that is entitled the Civil War Amendment. Somebody read that slide for me. Go on here, Brianna.
The Civil War Amendments. All were ratified, approved at the end of the Civil War. 13th Amendment. All slaves will now be free. 14th Amendment. Former slaves who are now American citizens and should be treated equally. 15th Amendment. Former slaves had the right to vote. Men.
The part that's missing on this slide is all slaves would be now free unless they have been convicted of a crime. So when you are a convicted felon or when you are incarcerated, you no longer have the privileges of a free man. You are then considered a slave. What is mass incarceration? Be coming with the pizza right now and answer those questions, all those quizzes in there. Who knows the Miranda warning?
Yeah.
Recite the Miranda warning.
I don't know all of them.
Huh?
I don't know all of them.
Spit some of it, come on.
You have the right to remain silent.
Somebody else spit some. Anything you say or do.
We'll be
Anything you have to get against you in the court of law. You have the right to. Yeah.
You got it right there, baby.
Did y'all know that at the end of that, the police say, do you understand the rights that have just been read to you? With these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me?
No.
No. What do you say after that?
I will not talk. I want my lawyer.
I will not talk. I want my lawyer. Yes.